I spoke to actress and campaigner Freida Pinto. She's a global ambassador for the charity Plan International. And I began by asking her what she hoped the summit would achieve.
I think the summit has already achieved something very important, which is it has created noise. It has made a lot of people aware. It's created a lot of noise even on social media, which is where we also attempt to go. There have been a lot of Youth for Change events that have taken place, that took place on Saturday, where we had 200 youth from different parts of the world who came in, some of them providing testimonies and some of them who were young policymakers, young leaders in the making. And there were discussions amongst them. So this is the first of a kind girls' summit that has happened where we've actually heard from these girls themselves. And I think that is one of the most important points, because if you're going to try and make change for these girls who suffer FGM, cutting, child marriage, early or forced marriage, we need to hear from the girls themselves what they want and what they want their future to be like.
And you have been to those parts of the world where girls are at risk, haven't you?
I've been to, well, I come from India, where child marriage is, well, it's definitely discussed and spoken about. It's definitely something that people are continuing in secret because it is outlawed, but it's still continuing in secret. But I've also been to countries like Sierra Leone and Ethiopia, where I've had the opportunity to actually sit down with practitioners as well of FGM and cutting to understand their philosophy or the idea behind such a gruesome act.
Do you think talking about this in the Western world, in the developed world, really makes a difference in the developing world?
Oh, absolutely. Before we target the developing world, let's talk about the developed world. There is a big diaspora population, a lot of people who have come from India, from parts of Africa, and have settled in the UK. And those practices like female genital mutilation and child marriage still continue in the UK as well. So it is important to start addressing amongst a population where we deem them to be a little more educated, so we can talk to them about child marriage or female genital mutilation being a curse to a girl's life, and for that being something that takes the opportunity that the girl actually has to thrive and to reach her full potential away from her.
Just to finish, Freida, clearly child marriage is something happening in your own home country, in India, but why in particular did you want to get involved with this debate?
Oh, for two main reasons. First of all, because I am a girl myself, and I have been, and the second reason is merged with the first, because I've never had any of these acts carried out on me, which is why I'm here today talking to you. I have this sense of confidence, and I feel empowered because I had the education that I wanted to. And I feel if I think of it as such a fundamental right for myself, then rightfully so it should be a fundamental right for everybody else as well. And that's simply why I want to be part of this campaign.